will happen. Hashem will hold you accountable. Doesn't sound good. And he even says over here, he says, and all the nations will see you and ask, what could they possibly have done to deserve this? And it's basically what they're seeing is the vengeance of the covenant. That's the third Aliyah. The fourth Aliyah, which is the beginning of chapter 30, but again, it's a new Parsha inside of this Parsha. And it says, when all these things come upon you, well, guess what's going to happen? Hashem will return back to you and hear your cries, and you will be sincere, so you will turn to him and he will return to you and bring you back. So there's an interesting correlation over here, that you're going to do something wrong and I'm going to come back to you. What's important is that you come to that realization. There's a certain amount of self-awareness needs to come up in order for this to be possible. And how is this all going to happen? Well, Hashem is going to hold responsible all the nations that didn't take care of you in your time of distress and instead took advantage of you. So we're going to flip the whole table. And you're going to come back and I'm going to hold them accountable. And that's actually the fifth Aliyah, but the main thrust is in the third and fourth Aliyah. The main thrust is being self-aware enough. You knew that this was wrong. You did it anyway. You become aware of how wrong it was. And you turn back and I turn back. So it's an important theme as Rosh Hashannah rolls around the corner. Nitzavim and sometimes Vayelech precede Rosh Hashannah every single year. It's the idea of Teshuvah. And this Parsha is a focal point of the mitzvah of Teshuvah. And if you see my posting on Times of Israel for Parshas Nitzavim, I talk a lot about why Teshuvah is not necessarily one of the ikarim, one of the main ideas of belief, one of the tenets of Judaism, but really the idea of redemption is the tenet. And you have to recognize that the redemption only comes through actions that we choose. So doing tshuva is really an important part of religion, but it's like a preparation for the actual belief that the process, the doing, the straying, the returning, the being sincere are part of a greater process of redemption. A smaller process of redemption, so smaller redemption, and then a greater process.